Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Brendan, and today I've got something a little bit different for you. I'm going to talk about wealth. Now, you might immediately think, oh no, I don't want to talk about wealth, but this is a different type of wealth. It's the, if you like, the new rules of wealth, real wealth, true wealth. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. So let's get into it. And I come to you today from the terrace in the UK this time. I'm still in the UK. And I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you from a slightly different vibe from my usual terrace in Barcelona or the Ramblas in Barcelona as well. And remember, if you like personal development content, watches content, fragrance content, travel, lifestyle, then subscribe to the channel because I've got you covered. We're going on this journey together. We're getting better together. We're growing together. That's what this is all about. And if you have a comment below with your feedback and reflections on this video. And if you have a question you'd like me to answer or tackle in a future video, then email me, give me the context, give me your story, and I'll leave my email in the description. I'll look forward to hearing from you on that. So let's talk about wealth. So we get two types of responses when you talk about wealth normally. Yes, I want more money. Yes, I get it. Or no, money's not important. It's really not the play. And the reality is, money just in isolation gives you nothing. All it does is give you choices, give you freedom, open up opportunities for you. By the way, I've got wind chimes over the other side of the camera. So if you hear some random bells and this and that, that's what's going on here. So yeah, money in isolation is just something that gives you the ability to have a little bit more freedom and choice. But really the game is freedom. So you do need a level of money. But an obsession with it, staying in the rat race all those years because you're so scared to quit, you hate your job, you hate your existence. To me, that's not a life, that is an existence. That is not something that I want in my life, and was really a clear driver for me right through to from my 20s when I recognized like I wanted to go online. I wanted the freedom to work from anywhere and not be tied to a business. I didn't achieve it, but I recognized it, and it took me a long time before we moved to Spain in 2023 to fully unlock that and harness that, and frankly have the courage to take control of my life in a way that I recognized it, but I didn't have the bottle, frankly, to do it. So this is what I mean with wealth. There's a few different things that are really important. So let's get straight into it. So I've come up with a little acronym, the wealth model, and I'm going to go through them point by point. So the W for wealth, really important. It's work you love. Now, I'm not saying that every single day you're going to be springing out of bed and sprinting to work. It's unrealistic. It doesn't matter how much you love your work, you're not going to love every minute of every day, right? But having a project that you're passionate about, how many men, probably women, but I speak to more men with my work on a day-to-day basis, they just hate their job. They hate it. It's an existence. They're drones back and forth. That is, for me, not the play. Now, more than ever before, you can monetize your passions, you can do things you're proud of, you can create. There is no limitations other than your own courage to take control. So the first part of this wealth, the new rules of wealth, the balance to take control of your life is doing work that you love. So what would that be for you? I'd love to hear. Comment below. Tell me, if you could do anything, what would that be? And maybe we'll talk about planning that in a future video. This is the kind of stuff I do day in, day out with my day job. I work with people to construct their life in the way that they really love. So work you love is super important. Now the next two kind of link together, but they are so important. I'm going to address them separately. So they are experiences, the E, and adventure, the A. And experiences, again, life is about experiences. It's not about possessions and ownership, but having experiences are the things that you remember. As you know, like I love my watches, I love my fragrances. So you could look at that and say, well, you own stuff, you've got those things. But I absolutely, genuinely love the experience of looking at my beautiful Rolex Zenith Daytona on a daily basis or whenever I wear it. And all my other watches, I'm not elitist. I've got a Seiko, I've got G-Shocks. I love them all. I do absolutely love these things. And I think those passions fuel your life when we look at the new rules of wealth, true wealth, real wealth. You need those experiences in your life. So whether it's going on a holiday with your family, whether it's climbing mountains, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. Experiences, what are you doing that makes you excited, that gives you those fantastic experiences? And that kind of links with adventure. Because for me, I get a lot of that from adventuring, going to cities, seeing new places, soaking up those cultures, those environments that these different places, be it cities in Europe, in America, in Asia, beach, rural, urban, it doesn't matter, it's your adventures. What is it that's exciting for you that gives you that sense of adventure? Because I think we need a project. We need to be working with something that we love, and we need to have those experiences and adventures to refresh, to reframe, to regenerate ourselves and continue that loop in that way. So the next part of the wealth model is the L, and that is all about life balance. Life balance. If you give everything you've got, if it's the classic, if the cup is empty, you've got nothing else to give. You have to have balance. You have to have time for yourself. You have to be selfish to be selfless. Whether you want to be a better partner, I want to be a better parent, a better person, a better leader, you have to be balanced. And we hear this a lot, don't we? Work-life balance. If you're building something that you're really passionate about, balance is going to fall. There's going to be times when you're absolutely smashing the project, smashing work, but there's going to be other times where you need to take that time back. You have to be courageous enough to do that and not fall into the trap of give, and you've got nothing else left, because you burn out, you're stressed, you start to resent everything, you don't perform well. So balance, take your time back. Now, there's multiple ways you can do that. You can directly take it back, you can make that decision, and you can buy it back, you can get help. When I work as a business coach, one of the things that comes up a lot is this resistance to invest in the business. And I heard, and a great model to consider is things that are £10, £100 and £1,000 tasks. £10 tasks are things like admin. £100 tasks are slightly more than admin, and £1,000 tasks are things that really move your business forward, the strategy, some of the selling, the thinking. Now, your job is to not do the £10 tasks, delegate that, and then do £100 and £1,000 tasks. When you've got that right, you then delegate the £100 tasks, and then you work on the £1,000 tasks. And that is how you buy back your time, but you have to have a willingness to invest. ChatGPT will do quite a bit of that for sure, but put your hand in your pocket and buy back your time if you are a business owner, a small business owner, and you want to open up more opportunities for freedom, for experience, for adventure, and actually enjoying the work that you do. Another part of this formula in this section is travel. For me, travel is an accelerator of inspiration. Travel is something that gives you so many new ideas, perspective. If you stay in one environment all the time, you become stale, you become stagnant. Travel broadens the mind. It's a cliche, but it's true. You see other cultures, you see other people, you have different conversations, you watch how it's done, you spot opportunities, and you relax, and you are peaceful, depending on where you go, of course. But travel has to be in there for me. You've got to go and see some places. And again, I have frequent conversations with people and I ask them, when was the last time you left London? When was the last time you did something different? It's years. They might travel to a resort with the family, I get that, fantastic, but taking some time out for themselves hasn't happened for, in some cases, decades, believe it or not. So selfish to be selfless. Get some travel in, get some experience in, go and have an adventure. And the last part of this, probably the most important, save the best till last, although it does begin with H, so it has to come last, is health. Health. Health is wealth. We know that. If you are not healthy, you are screwed. You would give every penny back to get your health back. If you were diagnosed with something chronically health challenging, and God forbid that won't happen to you, but if it does, you would trade everything you had to reclaim that. So instead, pay the price now. Do the difficult stuff now to prevent the difficult diagnosis or decisions later. And this is, everything has a price, right? You either pay now or you pay later. And you paying with your health. How many people have big bank balances and terrible health balances? One of my old clients once said to me, he came in very, very obese back in the day when I was doing personal training and health and well-being and strength and conditioning every single day. He came in, he was morbidly obese, and but he was extremely wealthy, and he basically said, I have a belief that your bank balance will always be proportional directly to your waistline, meaning the bigger the bank balance, the bigger the waistline. The richer you get, the fatter you get. And it never stuck well with me. I listened to him, I listened to that perspective, but for me, whatever he thought, he was wrong. You can be wealthy and healthy, and if you prioritize health, you've always got time for the other things. You are always able to find energy for experiences, for adventures. You'll always be able to do all the other things. You can take control of your life and do it how you want to do it. So health first. And I'm going to share some more content in a different video about staying healthy in slightly later years. It's different when you're 40 than it is when you're 20. But I'm going to share some tips and thoughts on that in future videos too. But health before wealth. So that's it, guys. When we go through this, we've got work you love, experiences and adventures, life balance and lifestyle design, time, travel and health. Not time travel, time and travel and health. And then the L I want to touch on is lifestyle design. Lifestyle design. We have this concept of work-life balance. Largely, I think it's kind of nonsense, because if you're really passionate about something and you're putting all your time into solving that problem, by default, other things are going to go. Instead, think about designing the life you want and doing that intentionally. Is it that you want to work from home? Is it that you actually do want to be in a big urbanized city, going in and out every day and playing that game? Is that exciting for you? Is it that you need to make sure that you've got time for your own training, time for your own hobbies, etc., etc.? Do you want to live in another country? Is that really important to you? Lifestyle design, because if you get that right, if you have the design and you can see it and you've got the clarity, you can literally reverse engineer that and influence what you're doing today, tomorrow, next month to take you towards the picture that you've got in your mind. I think where people struggle is they don't have the picture, or they have the picture but they're so afraid to chase it because they fear failure so much, they keep their head down, they keep doing the day-to-day, and they never ever ever get closer to that picture. That's really unfortunate. It's really sad actually that people go decades and almost know they just simply do not have the will or the courage to make the moves. Don't be that person. Anything is possible, especially now with the rise of AI, with the rise of international living, with the rise of the online work, remote work, service-based industries, entrepreneurship. You can literally do whatever you want. There has never been a better time. But it starts with actually designing your life. What do you want it to look like? What are you happy to go after? And then reverse engineering that with your wealth plan. So the last thing to do now, if you've listened to this and any of this is resonating, is go through all of those areas and start to use what I call the hot pen technique. Just write about what is work that you love. Write about what experiences and adventures you want to have. Write about the lifestyle that you want, lifestyle design. Write about time, travel, health, what that means to you. And start to put your real wealth plan together. Start to see it, and then you can make it come true. It isn't complicated, this. You just have to have the will and the courage and take the action to do it. Then you can make it happen. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please do hit the subscribe button. I've got lots more content on both personal development and lifestyle and travel and all of the wealth elements that we discussed in this video. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you really, really soon. Leave me a comment, give us a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again.